I am 38 weeks post relaxer. I don't know if you can see all that new growth. Like my hair looks natural right now. But trust me, it's not natural. I'm relaxed. So this is what my hair looks like at 38 weeks post relaxer. And at this point, I've been, I've a lot of people enter my DM to tell me that, is there a reason for the long stretch? Or I should just get relaxer already, or I should even go natural because what's the point of stretching this long anyway? Some people have also been asking me if there are benefits of stretching your relaxers and if there are tips I could share, to help them stretch long too. If you have similar questions, then trust me, you are in the right place. Just make sure you watch this video to the end so that you will not miss out on any important information I share. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. My name is Abisola and I talk about everything hair care. So if you're looking to grow your hair longer and fuller, or you're looking to learn more tips about black hair care, then what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe icon to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and share this video to help my channel grow. So before I share the tips that can help you stretch your relaxers for as long as possible, I'm going to talk about the benefits of stretching your relaxers long. I often hear a lot of people talk about the disadvantage of stretching relaxers, that it's going to damage your hair, it's going to cause tangles, and a lot more. But let's be honest, stretching relaxers for as long as 8 months also comes with its own benefits. Well, the first benefit, which is obvious, is that it's going to prevent your chances of overlapping relaxers, which means that it's going to prevent your chances of applying the relaxer on your previously relaxed end. What happens when you overlap your relaxers regularly is that it can cause over processing and damage your hair. So with enough new growth to take the relaxer, there are lesser chances of applying your relaxer on the previously relaxed hair, and you can maintain the health of your relaxed hair better. The second reason is, for those who would like to become mothers at some point, it is advisable for pregnant women to avoid applying relaxers on their hair during the time of pregnancy. Although some women are testified to applying relaxer during the time of pregnancy with no consequences, but for me, I would not like to apply relaxer during that period. So I'm training myself to learn how to avoid relaxer for a period as long as 9 months. The third benefit, which is also personal to me, is that it gives me that relaxed hair convenience. The convenience that comes with relaxed hair and the look of natural hair. So I get to enjoy the benefits from both worlds. I mean, from the world of relaxed hair and from the world of natural hair. Now that we've talked about some of the benefits of stretching your relaxer, are there tips or are there things you need to know that can help you stretch for as long as 6, 7, 8, 9, and even 10 months? Well, yes, there are things you need to know, and that's what I'm going to talk about right now. So the first thing you need to know is you have to be mentally prepared. You have to not only be physically prepared to the time, but you have to be mentally prepared. So I beg you, don't just stretch your relaxer because you want to follow a trend, or you see your friend doing it, or you see your hair role model doing it. No, don't do that. Okay, stretch because you really want to. You have to be mentally prepared because it's going to be easy. Okay, there are going to be a lot of tangles to deal with. There are going to be a lot of downsides or a lot of things. It's like a learning process. It's a journey, so you have to be mentally prepared to embark on the journey. That's the first tip. Now the second tip, which is very, 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 very important, is that you have to start slowly. Okay, if you are someone that stretch your relaxer for like 3 months, I don't expect you to start stretching your relaxer for 10 months overnight. No, you have to start slowly. I started with stretching my relaxer for 12 weeks because before I can relax anytime. I can even relax once in a month. That's like 4 weeks, which is very, very bad habit. When I wanted to start stretching my relaxer, I started with the 12 weeks interval. Then by the next touch up, I increased it to 14 weeks, and then next touch up 16 weeks, and I continued increasing it until I'm able to go as far as 38 weeks. So it's best to start slowly. By starting slowly, you allow your hair to get used to being in that's being in that phase. You also teach yourself to get used to stretching your hair. You know how to deal with your hair. You understand how to deal with your hair at different stages, because what your hair might need at 3 months post relaxer might be different from what it will need at 10 months post relaxer. Now the third tip is protective styling. If you go and meet someone who stretched for as long as 8-10 months right now and ask how they're able to do it, then trust me, 90% of them will tell you that they do protective styling, because that's one way you are able to, avoid a lot of issues that come with long-term stretching. You're able to avoid tangles and breakage and over manipulation. So by doing long-term protective styles, by keeping your hair in the styles for like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, see, months are already gone, and before you know it, you just have like 3 more months to complete your stretch. So but even if you are someone that does not really like long-term protective styles, then of course you can go for shorter term protective styles like 2 or 3 weeks, as long as the style is protective, to keep your ends from being damaged, and it is also long enough to keep to reduce your manipulation, then to reduce how often you touch your hair, then it's fine. Now the fourth tip is proper detangling. Okay, you have to learn how to properly detangle your hair. This is very, very important, because the way you tangle your natural hair might be different from the way you need to tangle your relaxed hair, and that is something that I personally learned in my hair journey. If I'm around that 3 months, 4 or 5 months post relaxer, or even more, the way I treat my natural hair is different from the way I treat my relaxed hair. They want different things entirely. They have different personality. So you have to learn how to properly detangle your hair. Okay, you have to, it's all about experimenting. If you'd like to know how I detangle my hair during my relaxer stretch, then please let me know in the comment section. I'm going to make a separate video on that if you guys are interested in knowing. But my point here is that you have to like find a method of dealing with those two texture, with the natural texture and relaxed texture. If you cannot find a way to properly detangle both at the stretch, then trust me, that stretch is not going to be successful. The fifth tip I'm going to share now is detangling before your wash day. Although this is like a general advice now for everybody, whether relaxed natural hair or whatever hair texture you have, it's important to detangle your hair before wash day, to reduce tangles and all. But if you are stretching your relaxer long, you have to take this step very, very serious. Okay, don't just detangle, ensure you detangle properly, because any small mistake like this, all your hair is going to tangle up, and once it tangles up, especially at that line of demarcation, it can be very, very hard to detangle your hair at that point. So please ensure you detangle your hair properly before wash day. Now, speaking of the hair tangling, this is going to lead us to our 6th point, which is that you should not be afraid of tangles. Okay, when people fear tangles, they fear knots, they fear their hair meeting up. I did not fear that when I started stretching. Okay, in fact, my hair tangled a lot, like way too much then when I first started stretching. But I was also thankful for those opportunities, because I was able to learn how to detangle my hair from serious knots. I was also able to learn things that were causing those tangles. So you have to overcome your fear of tangle first, in case your hair tangles badly, so you not just panic and take a scissors after a while and cut your hair. No. The 7th tip I'm going to share is that you need to be patient. If you're not someone that is patient, if you're not someone that can just sit down, and go through knots, go through maybe a bunch of tangle in your hair for like 2 hours, then please don't bother stretching that long, because trust me, especially if you are new to stretching long, your hair will tangle. There will be times you need to sit down and detangle a particular knot, or maybe any matted area of your hair. So if you don't have patience, then stretching long is not for you. Not even tangles alone, it applies generally to taking care of your hair during relaxer stretch, because as you go far into the stretch, your hair becomes even more difficult to handle. Okay, as you go far, you go like 5, 6, 7, 8 months post, you will need extra patience. You need to spend more time compared to the time you would spend when your hair is freshly relaxed. Now to the last tip, which is not really a tip, but then I have to talk about it. Then that's the fact that you have to know when to stop stretching. The truth is, relaxer stretching is not for everybody. Okay, relaxer stretching will not work for everybody. So you need to know how to, you need to recognize when you need to stop stretching. Okay, some people can stretch for as long as 10 months like me, while some people cannot stretch past 4 months or even 5 months. So you need to know what your hair can take. You need to pay attention to your hair whenever you are stretching. You need to be like very, very, very attentive. So when it has gotten to that point where your hair can no longer go past a certain month, then as long as you are past 12 weeks, then I don't see why you should go any further. Okay, we have people that stretch for as long as 12 weeks, and they're still healthy. I mean, they stretch for like 12 weeks, they relax every 12 weeks, and they still have healthy long hair. Yes, I also want to mention that you need to adopt a personalized approach to relaxed stretching. All the tips I shared in this video now, they are things I learned from my own relaxed scheduling. They are things I've discovered over the years from my own experience. So, and I'm confident that these tips are really going to help you. But in the course of your relaxer stretching, if you learn something new and it works for you, then there is no reason why you should discard it. Okay, of course you can add it to my tips, and or maybe if there's something I mentioned and you try to do it differently and it works for you, then there is no reason why you should stop doing it. So you need to take a personalized approach to relaxer stretching to get the best out of the out of the experience. And also, we have different hair textures, we have different hair needs. So at some point what your hair might need, might require you to do things differently, and that's fine. As long as it works for you and it's not causing breakage or anything, then that's fine. By the way, I'm curious to know what your longest relaxer stretch is. My longest relaxer stretch for now is 38 weeks post, which I'm currently 38 weeks post, and I'm going to relax most likely in the next 4 weeks. So I'm just going to say 42 weeks post. So what is your longest relaxer stretch? Let me know in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video to help my channel grow. And if you like to get more videos like this, you like to get more tips about black hair care, whether natural or relaxed hair, then hit the notification button so you not miss out on any new video I post. See you in my next video. Bye.